My bad, y'all, man. Ah, man, I'm my bad. I done messed around, plugged my computer in, but didn't plug it in the wall socket, and my computer went completely off on me. So sorry I'm late, but it wasn't on purpose. Technical difficulties. But we ain't gonna just show somebody a clip. I'm gonna keep somebody playing in the background while I do my lives. Normally I just play a clip, but we gonna like I do my other when I do my videos. I'm just gonna keep them up and going. So that's what we gonna do. What the hell I got going here? What I got going on here? Okay, whatever. So that's the way we're gonna do it. We're gonna have the lives running with people stuff in it. My bad, y'all. I ain't realized that my computer wasn't plugged up. Now it's plugged up. Technical difficulties, man. Y'all, we gonna get into it, man. There's been some disturbing news around the world. Really here in the United States. I ran across an article. And I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube. But back in the day, you didn't hurt the babies and you didn't hurt senior citizens. That was a no-no back in the day. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't do Burner Girl got a playlist. We're gonna play Burner Girl, y'all. We're gonna play her mix. So y'all see on the screen. Let me get out y'all way. Burner Girl. All right. Let's go. Where's the playlist? I'm trying to go to our playlist, y'all. Hold on. Let's go to our playlist. All right, y'all. Y'all see Burner Girl in the background. We're gonna keep her up there through the whole thing. I wish. Oops. I don't want to do. Okay. Y'all, she back there. I'm trying to get it to where I'm not in her way while this video. Okay. There she goes, y'all. She playing in the background. Why the hell is it that damn light? It gotta be these lights. Yeah, it is the lights. Let me see something. I need to put some lighting down here, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was the light. Let me turn these lights on. Let me turn these lights. What's up, Bulletproof? Sorry y'all been missing, man, on my Sundays. But I hate that. I have terrible lighting down here in my basement, y'all. So excuse my basement. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit a couple people in here. So today, if you don't know, that's Burner Girl. You can definitely go check her out on her page. She's the feature of the day. So y'all be seeing her behind me throughout the live. Since I moved my desk out of my office, now I'm able to face my computer, my laptop towards my TV. So we're gonna start playing some people in the background. My TV look like crap though. Let me see something. I might have to cut my light off. I don't know, y'all. My lighting is terrible down here. And the damn TV is really not justified. I'm trying to. I got to see the TV. All right, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. But I definitely want to, Mr. Bullshitter, what's going on? White Rambo, Miss Ewing. I'm not even going to mess her name up. I still can't get her name right. I don't know why I can't. Jovi, what's going on? We're going to talk about something disturbing today. I was on, what was the hell on this? I was on YouTube. That's what I was on. I was on YouTube at work. Y'all give me a second. I gotta bring this. I don't know why my computer acting like it's slow. No, what the? Come on, computer. Oh no, y'all trying to find this. Oops. You know, my computer moving like crap. My computer is moving like crap. Okay, y'all. So let me share this. We're gonna get into it, man. We ain't gonna bull crap around. That is Burner Girl on my screen. I don't know why my screen looks like the way it looks, but that is Burner Girl. Let's see some. I want to share. No, I don't want to. No, I'm tripping. Oh yes, I do. All right, y'all. This is going. It ain't gonna really blow some people's mind, but I ain't gonna say I was shocked, but I was amazed. I was in odds to really. Oh, YouTube. This is educational purposes only. I'm using this video to educate, so don't flag my live for the bull crap. So y'all, here we go.
It was tough for everybody. You know, many of the investigators, Karen, are parents themselves. You know, I'm a parent myself. So everyone has just been disgusted by this father's actions, especially because he appeared to have some remorse, confessed to police, but then took it back. Today, I had the privilege to talk to the child's mother. She's not ready to talk about the conviction just yet, but she did tell me the child is doing okay.
It hit home because it was an 18-day-old baby.
South Fulton Police Sergeant Serta Dickerson was the lead detective on this attempted murder case back in 2020.
Y'all here. The baby was 18 months. This baby is 18 months, y'all. Yo, let's keep going.
He said seeing this newborn poisoned by antifreeze was tough.
With our job, we have to really tap into two different places. We have to do our job. We also have to be empathetic with the parent. So it kind of hit home based off of us trying to figure out who done it and what the motives were.
It all started when Curtis Jack got his coworker pregnant. She told police Curtis tried to get her to terminate the pregnancy for the entire 9 months. Once she had the baby, she had to stay in the hospital. So she told the father to come pick up breast milk from her and take it to the baby at the grandmother's house. Curtis told police he put antifreeze in the milk because he didn't want to pay child support.
That could have killed that child.
Yes.
It didn't. But once Curtis was indicted and faced several charges, including attempted murder, he took back his confession. So detectives and the DA's office had to work even harder to make sure the case was solid and they got a conviction.
It's beyond just getting a confession. We still have to prove that the person actually committed the crime. I mean, you still have to prove that the person is guilty.
Detectives were so confused by the motive in this case because they said the father had a good paying job and the mother does too. I also want to mention this. Police say Curtis Jack was engaged to another woman at the time all this was happening, so that may have played a role in this attempted murder. We're live in the city of South Fulton. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
Yeah. Oh boy. You didn't want to pay child support, so your option was to terminate this baby through antifreeze, through the mother's breast milk. I don't get guys that go around having babies. You engaged. You're engaged to another woman. Okay, fine and dandy. Okay, but the fact that you're having unprotected sex outside your fiance is I don't understand, guys. Protect yourself. Now you want her. Now the choice is up to the woman if she wants to keep the baby or not. So my thing is, oh man, that's so stupid. So your solution to solving your problem because you are engaged is to terminate the baby through breast milk and antifreeze. If you're gonna cheat, at least wrap up. I'm so tired of hearing these guys going outside, whether their relationship or their marriage, whatever it may be, girlfriend, to get somebody else pregnant. It's called condoms. Use them. That's the only thing that's crazy to me. The fact that you was willing to poison this innocent child because you did not want to pay child support. So your result and your end result was to terminate the baby through poison. People like him, I don't wonder. And this is the honest to God truth. And I try to be not such judgmental on cases like these. But how, as a father, how can I not be judgmental? On you trying to poison a 18-year-old month. How old? However, they say 18 days or something. It might have been, I don't know. Whatever. She's the baby is an infant. Let's just put it like that. She's an infant. Or he's an infant. Fellas, if you're gonna do dirt outside your main relationship, please wrap up so you won't be sitting in somebody's jail cell because you're trying to one poison the child or trying to poison the mother or trying to bring harm to the mother of the child. Just wrap up. And don't trust the female with the condom. Bring your own. Don't be such an idiot and take one from her. Have your own. I'm so sick of these guys. The fact that he's willing to take his own child's life because his excuse is, I don't want to pay child support. No, he don't want to pay child support, and he don't want to lose his current relationship. Them are the main two reasons why he did what he did. Why? Back in the day, it was a rule. You leave kids and you leave the elderly, the old folks alone. You don't touch them. It was some called that, If you had children in the house, so you wasn't nobody going by houses, drive by shooting in a house full of kids. There's no morals, no values, no nothing in these young. Now he's an older guy, so he disgusts me. I wish we didn't have to pay for his prison time. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause that was me, and I was the uncle of that child. No, let him be free. I'll teach him a lesson. I'll chop off his Johnson. That way he'll never be able to get nobody pregnant. Nobody got to worry about him no more. Only thing he can do is hunch. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and I don't like violence, but at some point, You gotta look, and I'm not saying my children are the best. My children are not the best, but I am in touch with reality at the same time. Yeah, hunch. That's all he gonna be able to do, bulletproof. That's the only thing he gonna be able to do is hunch. He ain't gonna be able to do no effing. Cause if I was the uncle, I'm chopping your junk off. The fact that you try to, bring harm to my niece and my nephew because you don't want to pay child support. Keep your dick in your pants then. Put a condom on. Now you got to go explain to this young lady. I mean, you got to go explain to your old lady why somebody else got a baby because you weren't careful enough to wrap your junk up. That's all he'll be doing is hunching. He won't be doing no effing. He'll be doing a lot of hunching. He gonna have a coochie when I get done with it. They're gonna be able to tuck and roll that. How about that one? You bastard. Sorry, y'all. I know it's Sunday. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking like that, but it's just people like this gets on my last nerves with the dumb stuff. This is just dumb. You decide to get with the young lady. You decide to have sex with her. And so since you didn't wrap your junk up and she decides she didn't want to put on a condom for herself, y'all, you got to deal with the consequences. Hey, it is what it is. You made a mistake. Old girl leave you, then she leave you. But I'm so tired of these dumb stories and these guys putting themselves in dumb situations. Put a condom on if you're gonna go outside, whatever you got going on in the house. That's the best thing I could tell you. Wrap it up outside your home. Y'all idiots getting caught up in the dumb stuff. Dumb, dumb, dumb. When are we gonna wake up? When are we gonna wake up? I'm gonna play it again.
In the case of a father convicted of trying to murder his newborn daughter. He told police he put antifreeze in the child's milk because he did not want to pay child support. A judge sentenced that father to 50 years in prison. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez is live in South Fulton, where she spoke to the lead detective in this case exclusively today. Taisha, this was a tough case for investigators, and I know for you as well to cover today.
It was tough for everybody. Many of the investigators, Karen, are parents themselves. I'm a parent myself. So everyone has just been disgusted by this father's actions, especially because he appeared to have some remorse, confessed to police, but then took it back. Today, I had the privilege to talk to the child's mother. She's not ready to talk about the conviction just yet, but she did tell me the child is doing okay.
It hit home because it was an 18-year-old baby.
South Fulton Police
Oh,
Sergeant Serna
18-year-old
Dickerson
baby.
was the lead
They
detective
weren't
on this
even-
attempted murder case back in 2020. He said seeing this newborn poisoned by antifreeze was tough.
With our job, we have to really tap into two different places. We have to do our job. We also have to be empathetic with the parent. So it kind of hit home based off of us trying to figure out who done it and what the motives were.
It all started when Curtis Jack got his coworker pregnant. She told police Curtis tried to get her to terminate the pregnancy for the entire 9 months. Once she had the baby, she had to stay in the hospital. So she told the father to come pick up breast milk from her and take it to the baby at the grandmother's house. Curtis told police he put antifreeze in the milk because he didn't want to pay child support.
That could have killed that child.
Yes.
It didn't. But once Curtis was indicted and faced several charges, including attempted murder, he took back his confession. So detectives and the DA's office had to work even harder to make sure the case was solid and they got a conviction.
It's beyond just getting a confession. We still have to prove that the person actually committed a crime. I mean, you still have to prove that the person is guilty.
Detectives were so confused by the motive in this case because they said the father had a good paying job and the mother does too. I also want to mention this. Police say Curtis Jack was engaged to another woman at the time all this was happening, so that may have played a role in this attempted murder. We're live in the city of South Fulton. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
And that's another thing, Bulletproof. You bring a real good point up. You know, kids already have issues. And when this kid get old enough and the mother's gonna have to sit down with this child to tell them why their father is not in their life. So yes, this child is gonna be traumatized. Gonna be traumatized. Like, my daddy tried to literally take me out. Like, literally, my dad tried to kill me. Like, as another parent, how do you? I mean, that's crazy that you gotta once this child get old enough, and you know they're gonna ask questions about the other parent. That's not act like he's not or she's not, because it's a child, just like anything else. You know, you want to know why the other parent is not there. And you have to sit down with this child and tell this child, when you was 18 days old, your daddy tried to take you out by putting antifreeze in your milk. And for me, and it's just me personally, you got to be cold. Whether you don't like the baby mama, whether you and the baby mama is not together, you got to be a cold individual to be willing to take your child out. You are really that demonized. Your thought process is, I was going on regular gun guy, my cousin, y'all, my cousin in the building. But to mentally say, in order for me not to pay child support, I got to take my own child out this world. Y'all, you got to be sick. You got to be a sick individual to take your own child out. That's your blood. That is your blood. That's what you created through your nutsack. That is your blood. Literally your blood running through that child's veins. You are half of that blood that's pumping in that child. And the fact that you can really put in your mind process to take this baby out by putting antifreeze through and some milk that nurtures, that develops this child's growth, you gotta be one sadistic son of a gun. And to me, and it's just me personally, I'm trying to look at it objectively, but I can't. It's very hard for me to look at this situation and not think one-sided. For me, if you're going to step outside your main relationship, male or female, there is no excuse why you can't put on a condom. I'm not about to go road dog with you. To mess what I got up already, to go road dog with you and then end up getting you pregnant, or the lady end up getting pregnant outside her main relationship outside her household for a couple minutes of a good time. Y'all got to think back. Y'all got to think way better than that. And females is the same. You got female condoms, so why are you getting pregnant outside your main relationship? I'm not telling y'all how to cheat. I don't do all that. But I'm just saying, why put yourself in that position where you can prevent yourself for getting put in that position? Our condoms are 100% no, but raw dogging is hell of a wonderful. Raw dogging is something you shouldn't be doing on somebody you don't plan to spend the rest of your life with, or somebody you don't plan to make a future out of. That's for sure. So for me, why put yourself in that position to where you already got they say he got a decent, good paying job. So now you done lost your job. Now they done sentence you to 50 years in prison. So now you got to sit around a bunch of men for 50 years. And, you know, they might let them out early, whatever they might do. But the fact that you got to sit in a stinking prison. What's going on, firearms? Integrity firearms. But you done threw away your life off because you decide to, well, yeah, my coworker look good. Yeah, we gonna get together, we gonna sleep together. Okay, well, if y'all do that, that's y'all business. But now you got a baby. Now you gotta go and say, well, now you gotta go tell your fiance, you know, I got a baby out here. Well, how old is she? 18 days. So now it's like, okay, well, how long y'all been, you know what I'm saying, screwing around? This can't be y'all first time screwing around. This time you actually got her pregnant. Or this time you actually got pregnant by this guy. Male or female. So to me, to get some satisfaction for a couple minutes, most of the time it's not even worth the couple minutes that you're playing around with this person. Most of the time, it ain't worth the couple minutes of satisfaction. But for me, if you're gonna do it, wrap up. Why y'all having babies outside y'all main relationships? When the woman and the man can prevent one of y'all getting pregnant. Well, not one of y'all, from the female getting pregnant. Females, there's no excuse for you neither. You have female condoms. Put one on. Especially if you're sleeping with multiple men, put one on. Everybody wants to feel natural. Yeah, you can feel natural, but is natural always the right decision to make? I'm gonna tag this link in here if y'all want to come down here. I'm so sorry if y'all want to come down here and say something, but if you want to come and talk about, I got another one too. I want to get into because it's another one. That's true too. They do not like sex offenders, and they do not like child people that harm children. He's definitely gonna get his due justice in jail. But for me, why you didn't strap up, bro? That's like a house. That's like your car. That's like your house and your car. Most of the time, we're not even going to be using our insurance as much. By the time we get ready, by the time we die, the money we put into car insurance and home insurance, you're not going to use half of that up in a lifetime. You're not. As a driver and as a driver of a vehicle and as a homeowner, you're not going to use half of the money that you put into insurance. No, I ain't heard about the senator from Virginia, White Rambo. I got another one I'm going to play too. But it's kind of like having an insurance policy. You got to, normally everybody these are the three you usually have if you're successful. You usually have yourself a life insurance, home insurance, and car insurance. The car insurance and the home insurance, you're probably not going to spend half of what you put into it just to be able to drive and just to be able to own your own home, or even renter's insurance. You're not going to use half of that money that you're giving to these insurance companies, but it's there just in case you need it. It's just like condoms. If you're going to go outside your main relationship, your insurance policy is a condom. And they're made for women. With technology and how technology has came about, you have them for women and you have them for men. So to me, there's no excuse. If you're going to do what you do, if y'all not in an open relationship and you decide you want to go outside your relationship, you have an insurance policy. It's called condoms. Women, you have an insurance policy called birth control or IED, IUD, something like that. My wife has an IED in her. Whatever that thing to prevent pregnancy. You have 3 ways as a woman to be able to stop. And they're not, let's get one straight. They're not 100%. I'm not going to sit up here and say all 3 are 100%, but it's a better art of you not getting pregnant with by using one of these 3 things. Condoms, birth control, or IUD. I think it's an IUD. Women, you have 3 choices to where you don't necessarily have to get pregnant. Men, you have insurance probably just like the women. Well, women, you got 4 ways, or you can get your, or you can or you can get, go in there and have them burn that thing that gets you pregnant, whatever. I'm not medically inclined, but you know what I'm talking about, where a woman can, and she ain't gotta have them. So women have 4 ways. Men, you have 2 ways: condom, or you can get I don't know what do they call it, y'all? Y'all help me out. Men, you can get your ball snipped, or you can put on condoms. If you get your ball snipped, you can go all over the world and have as much as you want to and don't have to worry about it. Because you shoot with blanks at that point. But we gotta start thinking. Because my thing is, if you're out here having unprotected sex, guess what? You learned this at an early age as a kid. Well, once you got to the birds and the bees. If you go out here and you raw dog, then guess what? Unless you got a medical reason, you can go out here and you can have many babies as you want to. Let's stop making excuses for the behavior of others. His behavior was, he has a fiance at home. He has a very good, what it sounds like, he has a decent job. He makes very good money. Hold on. What's going on, Integrity?
What up, Skillet? Hey, man, you going too far with the ball snipping shit, man.
I'm just saying, though, bro, we have too many kids out here that men are taking, that's saying that, well, it's the only thing she has to do is get rid of it. You can't tell a woman what to do with her body. That's your
Shit,
personal.
yeah, you can. The hell,
I mean,
they tell me what to do with my body. I can't. It's she allow it. That's one of the biggest. We can't tell each other what to do with our body, but guess what? People that you love should be able to give you some advice. You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
true.
A lot of men and women out here need somebody damn tell them what to do with their body because they goddamn sure abusing it.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. You know what
I mean? But yeah, I agree. Like I said, it's a right way and a wrong. It's a right way to do wrong. But at the end of the day, man, whenever you see, I hate to use the word wickedness or people doing shit incorrect, it's going to be goddamn crooked all the way through and through. If somebody out here, we grown, right? Somebody here fucking off on their wife or they fucking off on their husband, everything they do going to be wrong, bro. Because you started out, you got a weak foundation. So something is making them do infidelity. So you can't expect them to fuck off on their husband, then fuck off on their wife, and then get with some side pussy and side dick, and then you're gonna do shit right. No, they gonna fuck raw as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
and you know what I'm saying? We fraud, and whenever you fraud jump over right, ain't gonna be nothing left but wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Really
and truly, man. Keep your shit in your pants.
Yeah.
That's the only damn solution.
That is.
Once you get beyond that and you married, everything gonna be wrong, Skilly.
That's true.
We've been there.
Yeah. I've been married now. My son will be 16 in September. Me and my wife been married 17 years. And we had never, for what I've known, she's never stepped outside me. And I've never stepped outside her. And we had problems. We done had conversations, what I'm saying? But you gotta be a adult about the situation. If you're not happy, this is not, you know what I'm saying? Just have that conversation. It's all about communication at the end of the day. That's all it is.
Look, Skillet, I've been with my wife for 26 years. I've been with my side chick for 15. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm just fucking with you.
I know you
Or am I?
is.
But
I don't
no,
know.
but seriously. But real talk, you know, and then when you get with somebody, you got to realize, man, it ain't my job to make you happy.
No.
My job is to add to your happiness.
Yeah.
Whenever you trying to make somebody happy, you
It never
pissing in
helped.
the wind.
Yep. It never. And you know what? I had to learn that a long time ago. It was always happy wife, happy life, and I had to learn that. I'm here to add to what you already got going on. I'm not here to take away, but I'm here to add.
You
And once
know,
I realized that, then that's when I realized I was pedaling backwards in the water, trying to go forward and trying to,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, trying to make you happy. But the only thing I could do is just, that's like anybody. We all, before you get with somebody, before you marry somebody, you already have your little thing. You got things going on regardless. And so what you're supposed to do with a person is to improve. Well, I ain't gonna say improve, but to add to that foundation that's already there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I always thought, always knew that, happy wife, happy life was some bullshit. I like to go with happy man is God's plan. But like I told one lady, you know what I'm saying? Of course she was single, married, and very familiar with dildos and shit, cause she ain't got no goddamn man.
Mm.
Them the wrong ones. They ain't man, these wrong ones take advice from.
Right.
Like I told her, I said, yo, she was like, she said, you don't promote your damn your wife. So I was fucking with her. I said, nah. She said, why not? I'm fucking with her at the point. I
Mm-hmm.
said, no, I told her, I said, I ain't never heard of a queendom, but I heard of a kingdom. And like, a lot of Christians, I want to go to the kingdom of heaven. Get it? Kingdom. And
Mm-hmm.
so when a woman's on your team, guess what? She gonna get everything she want.
She
Anything
get
that you can give her,
you. She got
eh,
it.
she got it, cuz. And the same one, you ain't got no diamonds. Your diamonds on your hand fake. You ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody taking you to no restaurants. You ain't about to take you on no trips. But yet and still, you out here giving people advice. But the thing, how it is, man, when a man on his grind and he doing right, the woman gonna support him. And when she support him, he gonna whatever she want is
He don't.
his.
It's his.
I mean,
It's
it's hers.
hers.
It's
Yeah.
hers.
Yeah.
Like my wife, my old lady. Yo, she don't give me no problems. She don't give me no headache. We have our problems. It ain't perfect, but whatever she wants, she got it. If it's within my means,
Exactly. And
you know,
that's the same thing I was with my wife. My wife done got 2 new cars since we've been married.
that's
And
right.
and it's not. And I tell a lot of people, it's not for me. I'm a be okay as a man. I know how to hustle. I know how to get out here. I'm right now. I do my regular job from my 9 to 5, and on the weekends when I'm off, I do a little custodian work with my he has a cleaning company, my pastor. So I go make extra money with him. So it's like I'm always hustling. I'm always out here making money. That's never been a problem with me.
That's right.
I've been knowing how to make money, but at the same time, when it come to her, it's my job to make sure her and my kids are comfortable. That's my job to make sure y'all. If I can get it by working and doing the right thing, then by all means, all 3 of y'all got what I already have.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And most of the guys and girls out here giving that bullshit advice, they ain't got nobody. And most of them out here cheating, right? They were never married anyway.
No,
They
they
just had motherfucking papers. They just went. You
exactly.
had you had. I don't know if we can say this on YouTube, but like I ask women all the time. I say, can men be a whore? And they say yes. I say a man can't be a whore, and they was like, yeah, he can. I was like, no, he can't. Well, I don't understand. I said it's 2 terms. A man is a whoremonger,
Yep.
and the woman is the other side.
Yep.
And the monger mean maker. That mean when you abuse the woman, you don't make her a wife and you just use her up.
Use her up. Yeah.
And when you just call a
No,
man
but you go about your business.
Yeah, when you just call a man a whore, you taking away a lot of his accountability. You forgetting that monger because he got the answer for making that situation what it is.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people, like, they got problems, bro. They wicked. Like that case you put out there. You know what I'm saying? What's that case you put out there with the 9-year-old?
He actually the kid was actually 18 days old. This was an infant. This was his baby. Now what happened was he was at work. He got it with the girl at work. Ended up getting her pregnant. Find out that he had a fiance. The police ended up finding out that he had a fiance. So where he made a mistake was, you gonna have to go back and tell your fiance about this child. I don't think she gonna agree with it. So his best thing was, well, he went to go get the breast milk because she's breastfeeding the child. She was over, the child was over. She stayed in the hospital, but the child was at her mother's house. So she called him to come get the milk from the hospital. On the way to taking the milk, the baby was poisoned because he put some antifreeze in the baby milk.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's crazy. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Are you good? Now go ahead. What was you about to say? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? I'm gonna paste it again. I'm about to come back in. Hold on, let me paste it again so you can come back in. Oh, there you go. Hold on. At the stage. All right, you back.
Yeah, my bad. That was Tom from Surplus Army calling me.
Oh no,
with his beautiful fucking hair. Yeah, man. But a cat like that, man, that's the lowest of the lowest. That's a demon, bro. Like,
yeah,
you shouldn't go to court. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know, that's sad, man. I remember about a few years ago, we went to Eno River to catch some white bass. You fishing from the bank, and when we got there, it was early in the morning. It was it had police tape. We didn't think of none of it. So me and my homeboy G went in on fishing. So the police came up to us while we was fishing. It was like it was been a murder, whatever. So come to find out, the dude was married, and he was with the mother, and he was sleeping with the daughter, his stepdaughter.
Oh man.
Got the girl pregnant and then killed the daughter.
Oh my
and the mother was in on it.
What?
Yes, sir.
What?
But you got to realize, man, these people got certain spirits on them, and these people, like, you got a bunch of destroyed people in America right now, and they come together in all the wrong circumstances, man, and the children end up being the ones being the victim and paying for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sad. But look, Skilly, hey man, I got to get back, man. I got to get back to my to-do list.
All right, sir. I understand.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. But hey, man, keep the fight, man. Keep the fight.
For sure, man. I appreciate you.
All right, everybody in the chat. I'm gone.
All right. Yeah, that's my big brother, man. Integrity Firearms, man. He been rocking with me for a minute. Appreciate that brother for coming on and giving his perspective on that story.
In Michigan, a 16-year-old girl is safe this afternoon after being kidnapped at gunpoint thanks to the quick action. In Michigan, a 16-year-old girl.
I'm a bike rider and a rare cancer survivor. I am Henry.
We are.
Our first look at the man accused of kidnapping a teen girl.
All right, y'all. I got another wicked story. What's up, New York? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go back to that story, New York, but I'm gonna do this one here in Michigan in Hazel Park. We recently had a young man, and he's been in trouble with the law, and this is what I say to people like him. He's already had an arrest history for breaking and entering and sexual assault or attempted sexual assault on a lady before this incident, and it's been maybe this week. Um, with pulling a gun out on a 17-year-old, which if parents, let me just say this because I'm a real big. Me and my wife have been fortunate enough to not worry about how my children are get to school. Especially my daughter gonna get back and forth to school. 18 to elementary, and I seen small girls, and it bothers me. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I live in a good neighborhood, but I've seen little girl siblings walking to school as little as elementary. Y'all, the world is wicked. If you can have somebody, if a family member can, but don't abuse it. That's some people just abuse their situations, and don't abuse someone that's trying to help you out. But 17 years old, this guy has and this is why I say the one before and this one, these are the guys that I don't want locked up. And I'm going to tell you why. Men in that neighborhood should be able to enforce the law in that neighborhood. Because you attempted to harm one of our own. And that's the mindset we have to have when we're dealing with people like this. He's gone. He's gone. He's a lost cause. I'm sorry. I hate to say that about another black man, but at this point, he's a lost cause. The other one, the fact that you try to poison your own child, you're a lost cause to me. Sorry, I hate to be that way, and I try to look at things objectively, but in these two cases, it pisses me off. Let's go to this case, which happened here where I'm at here in Michigan. Hazel Park, I believe is where this happened at here in Michigan. Let's see what he did this week. I think it was this week he decided he wants to go snatch a 17-year-old by gunpoint. And luckily, a neighbor to a witness and then a bus driver really jumped on and getting 911 involved and end up catching him. And also a ring camera or a ring or traffic light camera ultimately caught him in him abducting this 17-year-old. So they really had really good solid evidence against him. I don't know if he's been convicted yet, but it did happen this week. So let's go with this story here in Michigan.
Girl at gunpoint while she waited for a bus in Hamtramck, and the gas station attendant who jumped into action when he saw she needed help. Let's get live to Fox News' Lauren Edwards. She's in Detroit with a look at how the community honored him today and the new charges the suspect is facing. Lauren.
Roop, I can tell you that police made a huge arrest here in Detroit stemming from that alleged abduction. But let's get into what was said in court before he heard a little bit about his fate.
In this case, Your Honor, this is every parent's worst nightmare. This is a man who picked up a child in broad daylight, kidnapped her, sexually assaulted her at gunpoint. I think he is a danger to the community. He's a danger to children everywhere, and he cannot be in the community.
His last contact with the criminal justice system was over 20 years ago. So for those reasons, Judge, we would respectfully ask the court to impose a cash bond.
Let's get one thing straight. That, and sorry for my language, I am about to do a little cussing. I just got out of church, but stuff like this pisses me off. That piece of shit don't deserve a bond. Only bond he deserves is somebody put one in the middle of his forehead. That's what he deserves. Put one of them 9mm in the and take his top off. He doesn't respect women and he doesn't respect young girls. I don't care if your case was 20 years ago. You are a repeat offender of dangerous to women and young girls in this society. You can't be trusted around no women or the elderly, the middle-aged women, and definitely not our high school, middle school, or elementary girls. You're not to be trusted. You can't be trusted. So the what he deserves is one of them 9mm going and somebody putting that right in the middle of his forehead and knocking that boy top off is what he deserves, if you ask me. I'm sorry, y'all. But I have a daughter. She's gonna be 13 this year. And the fact that you can snatch, and the crazy part, you snatched this young lady in broad, you had with a gun in your hand. You threatened her with a gun and then sexually assaulted this young lady who was trying to go get an education, and you piece of shit probably ain't got no more than a 5th grade education. You look retarded, but I'm sorry. Let's keep going with the case.
The GPS tether.
And he was given no bond. This is 48-year-old Donald Fields in court for his arraignment. Officially
48 got enough sense to grab a gun, put it to the young lady, force her to where he sexually assaulted her. Stupid self took her to the gas station and ended up getting caught by the. I thank God for that clerk who was on his P's and Q's. Thank God for that clerk. Thank God for that clerk and his quick actions in that community, getting them police there when they had them there. When do we, I don't care what color your skin tone is, think it's okay? And it's been going on for long. She, ain't no telling what he would have did with her after they left that gas station. But thank God for that, and that's what we talking about in the gun community about being situational awareness. He was on his stuff. He was absolutely on his P's and Q's to help this young lady get her back home. Thank God for him, man, and his smart thinking and him being aware of what's going on around him. 48 years old, piece of crap.
charged with criminal sexual conduct, 1st degree, and kidnapping, among others. According to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, on April 13th at 7 in the morning, a 16-year-old girl, they say, was waiting for a bus when a man walked up to her and allegedly put something in her back and forced her into his van. Prosecutors say the suspect then drove away with the child, and the student called 911. Police went to the area of Edwin and Brombeck Streets where it happened, and then went to her school, Frontier International Academy, where several students used their phones to track her location. It's alleged that the suspect had a handgun and sexually assaulted her in the.
And people, this is why having certain people having your children's location is very important. That's very important. I have my son and my daughter's location on at all times. Their location do not go off my phone, and I tell them, do not turn me off on your phone. It's a reason for that. See, it's thank God for everybody. Really, this to me was a very good community with everybody working together to get this girl home. And thank God for that clerk for being quick in calling 911 and recognizing what was going on when this guy pulled up to the gas station with this young lady in his car. Let's keep going.
Van. Investigators say Fields then went to the gas station on Conan Street in Detroit. That's when the teen signaled to the cashier that she was in danger. The cashier helped her and then he left, but not before running into police outside. The suspect, that is, he was quickly arrested. Today, that cashier was honored for his help and quick thinking.
I'm grateful to be there at the right time, at the right place. And I'm glad the girl is okay. The criminal got what he deserved.
Now, Fields, if he is convicted and found guilty, he will be looking at life behind bars. Reporting live here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
You know, we talked.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. They need to go ahead and put him in a chair. I don't think he deserves to be in a prison yard for the rest of his life. I think he deserves the chair. They really need to bring back the firing line. That's just my personal opinion on some people. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous guy. If you can go broad daylight, pull up to a young lady, gunpoint, force her in your van, you're dangerous. It is no other, and you in your criminal record shows that you have been convicted of breaking, entering, and sexually assaulting a woman in her home. You are not. You don't fit in society. You don't. I'm gonna be 100. He don't fit in today's. He never fitted in society, but he really doesn't because he's that bold to snatch a 16, 17-year-old off a bus stop. He's sick. Go on, put him out of his misery. That's what some people just need to be put to death. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to play God. I'm not trying to play executioner. I'm not trying to play none of that. But when you are constantly doing it, and you are a threat to a certain particular people, whether that's race, gender, whatever it may be, you can't be trusted around women. Now you really can't be trusted around teenagers. You can't be trusted around middle school kids. You can't be trusted around elementary children. You can't be trusted, period, around any woman. You're dangerous. So in this case, I believe the death penalty would have been the correct answer for this young man. And like I said, I'm not trying to play God. I never try to play God. I'm not God. But at the same time, we have to call people for who and what they are. My daddy didn't sugarcoat with me when I grew up. And that's why I am with my children. I don't sugarcoat with nothing. You have, and my wife, and she started to look up. She said she's so surprised how many pedophiles live around us. I said, that's not surprising. They have to live somewhere. Don't be such naive because you live in a good neighborhood that there's not pedophiles around you. They're everywhere. They have to live somewhere. However you think, they live around you. And I'm not naive to not believe. And that's the reason why when the new company came in and took over the contract, they asked me did I want mornings or did I want evenings? My wife was already working mornings. Well, how are my kids going to get to school? They got to walk the neighborhood. Nah, I'll take the evening shift. I'll sacrifice the morning to make sure I get my kids to the bus stop. 11 o'clock, get in. I probably don't go to bed sometime till about 12 o'clock. Pop right back up to get them to the bus stop around. We'll leave the house maybe around 7:48. My daughter bus to get there by 7:55. My son bus to get to the corner by, and this literally 1 one block over and maybe two blocks up. That's where my kids are. That's where their bus stop is. And so for me, I don't care where I live at. As a man, in being observant of what's been going on since the 90s, since the 80s, I understand that you are going to have them type of people living around you. They have to live somewhere. Pedophiles have to live somewhere. They have to live somewhere. And I was naive to not believe that they didn't live around. I live in a very good neighborhood. Let's not get it twisted. I live in a very good neighborhood. But I was not naive to not think that it was pedophiles that lived around me. And that's the reason why I did not take the morning shift, because I wanted to make sure they had a way to get to school without. And please believe, I'm carrying in the morning when I take my kids to the bus stop. I wouldn't be able to work comfortably knowing my wife is at work, I'm at work, and they got to figure out how to get to school. They're at home by themselves. No, I sacrifice the mornings to be able to get them to school with no incident. You see what I'm saying? And the good thing, my wife's friend, when my wife is off work, my wife's friend will pick my daughter up, make sure she gets home. So you always have to, I'm going to say this. We all have to have a village to help raise our children. Me and my wife are not naive not to believe. The reason why my children are where they at now, because they also had not only us, but we have had some real true friends look after our children. I never believed that me and my wife could do this on our own. We don't believe we can do this on our own. And we have always had a very strong support system behind us when it came to our children. You have to have that. And so from her parents to my wife's best friend, 2 or 3 of her best friends have always helped us out when it came to our children. And when they graduate, they will be getting recognized for what they have helped us do and help raising our children. New York, what you talking about? Yeah, that's true. And my wife couldn't believe how many pedophiles live around us. I said, well, how can you not believe it? Pedophiles have to live somewhere. And guess what? Right around the corner from me, there's an elementary school. There's an elementary school right around the corner from my house. And the neighborhood is literally right around the corner from my house. I could take my laptop, walk y'all right around the corner. And the elementary school my son and my daughter went to is literally right around the corner. And I'm the type of person, when they was going to elementary school, I wasn't sending my kids around the corner. Guess who was with them around that corner? They do. My wife couldn't believe it. I could believe it. I'm not naive. Understand, they have to live somewhere. Some areas they are restricted to, but in most areas, they got to live somewhere, y'all. They live amongst all of us. Don't be so naive to not believe that you don't have not one. You got at least one pedophile that lives around you. Probably not. Probably live in esteemed neighborhoods. Yep, you utilize. I'm telling y'all, look it up. Go to, if you want to know how many pedophiles, and it's more than likely it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be off some numbers, but it's not gonna be too far from what they tell you that you have living around you. Yup. They are one of the biggest problems when it comes to that. You are absolutely right, New York. They are the worst when it comes to that. Because they have judges in their pockets, they have police in their pockets, and they have money to be able to continue with the bull crap. They are a very big problem when it comes to that. New York, you hit it right on the head. They're the biggest problem when it comes to being a pedophile. But as they say, if you got the money to play, then play. Yep. But let me run this story, y'all. And we're going to get out here within the next 15 minutes. But let me run this story again for the ones that just got in here about this situation. This actually happened here in Michigan this week with the guy getting caught with the 16, 17-year-old. So I think, and I'm going to say this, I'm not the judge, jury, and I'm not God. But at this point, he is a danger to any woman he comes across or any young lady that he comes across, because the fact that you can stick a gun, make this young lady move, and she's waiting on a bus to go to school and get an education. We need the death penalty here in Michigan. I'm not for sure if we have it here in Michigan, but it does need certain cases like this. He has a big issue with women and young women, period. He's not good for society for us to come to women and young ladies. So let's go back. Let me do this story again. Then we're gonna go.
Our first look at the man accused of kidnapping a teen girl at gunpoint while she waited for a bus in Hamtramck, and the gas station attendant who jumped into action when he saw she needed help. Let's get live to Fox.
Mind y'all, let me tell y'all this. Situational awareness. We talk about it here in the gun community. This young man put himself in between the kidnapper and that young lady. He put his life on the line. Let me just say that, because this is not nothing small. This young man, he's probably not even from. Well, I ain't gonna say that because that's being racist. From another necessity, another race, jumped in and shielded himself between the kidnapper and the young lady. I want to point that out because that's very important in this case. Until the police came and they end up arresting him outside. But he jumped into action, shielded himself between the kidnapper and the young lady. She signaled to him that she needed help. He jumped right in without any hesitation. This young man jumped right in, shielded him until the police came, and by the time he got outside, he was arrested. And so big ups to him for being what we call attentive and being attentive and being very, very alert when the young lady was saying she was in danger. Shout out to him for doing what most people won't do. And let's go from there.
This is Lauren Edwards. She's in Detroit with a look at how the community honored him today and the new charges the suspect is facing. Lauren.
Roop, I can tell you that police made a huge arrest here in Detroit stemming from that alleged abduction. But let's get into what was said in court before he heard a little bit about his fate.
In this case, Your Honor, this is every parent's worst nightmare. This is a man who picked up a child in broad daylight, kidnapped her, sexually assaulted her at gunpoint. I think he is a danger to the community. He's a danger to children everywhere, and he cannot be in the community.
His last contact with the criminal justice system was over 20 years ago. So for those reasons, Judge, we would respectfully ask the court.
He said his charge was over 20 years ago. That was from a home invasion. It was either attempted rape or it was a rape. So you have no respect, and you have very much disregard of women, period. Hold on, let's keep going.
to impose a cash bond with the GPS tether.
And he was given no bond. This is 48-year-old Donald Fields in court for his arraignment, officially charged with criminal sexual conduct, first degree, and kidnapping, among others. According to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, on April 13th at 7 in the morning, a 16-year-old girl, they say, was waiting for a bus when a man walked up to her and allegedly put something in her back and forced her into his van. Prosecutors say the suspect then drove away with the child, and the student called 911. Police went to the area of Edwin and Brombeck Streets where it happened, and then went to her school, Frontier International Academy, where several students used their phones to track her location.
That's why your children got to have good friends. Shout out to them 7 children who was able to track her phone. I'm very big on my child having at least 1 or 2 friends that have their location. That was big in being able to track this young lady down. Going to that school and she having some friends that was able to track her phone through Find Me on which, you know, all kids like the Apple phone. I don't see no big deal in the Apple phone, but you know, a lot of these youngsters, they love the Apple phone. Was able to kind of pinpoint her in the area that where she was. And so shout out to them. That's why I said it was a whole community effort in getting this girl home. It wasn't just him in the gas station, but it was also friends at the school. It was also the bus driver, somebody telling the bus driver that the kid was snatched up off the bus stop. She calling the police. And so this was definitely a team community effort in getting this young girl back to her parents and getting her back home.
It's alleged that the suspect had a handgun and sexually assaulted her in the van. Investigators say Fields then went to the gas station on Conan Street in Detroit. That's when the teen signaled to the cashier that she was in danger. The cashier helped her and then he left, but not before running into police outside. The suspect, that is, he was quickly arrested. Today, that cashier was honored for his help and quick thinking.
I'm grateful to be there at the right time, at the right place. And I'm glad the girl is okay. The criminal got what he deserved.
Now, Fields, if he is convicted and found guilty, he will be looking at life behind bars. Reporting live here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
You know, we talk about bad news and not wanting to hear a lot of it, but there, in this story itself, there's some good news here. It shows the humanity and the good people that still exist out there, willing to help and risk their own safety to help out that little kid.
Yeah. Roop, it's such a reminder for all of us to keep our heads on the swivel and just to be mindful of what's around us. And if you see something, say something. And I think what he did literally might have saved her life.
Our Lord.
What they didn't say was the young man shielded himself because he was trying to get the girl back. When she signaled to him that she was in danger, he stepped between the kidnapper and the young lady. So he put his own life in jeopardy to make sure that girl gets home. That is what I'm so glad that that's the stuff they don't report, but I'm so glad they reported that this man was on his stuff. Hey, Bug, I'm with you. I have mine too. I'm always checking throughout the day where the hell they at. I'm sorry, I have to check. Grandkids too. I ain't got no grandkids, but you gotta, especially with these iPhones, tell my kids, do not turn me off your location. I need to know where you at all times. So shout out to the friends that had a location going on, from our friends having a location, from the bus driver, and from the person that seen her get snatched up to let the bus driver know that she was snatched up, for her calling 911, and ultimately them going to the school, getting find me on a location of a couple students' phone, and was able to track the guy down after the young man shielded himself in between the kidnapper and the young girl. This was a good story of there is humanity in some of us, and there is a demon in some of us as well. What's going on, Bub?
Man, what's going on? Man, that dude was a hero. I got the utmost respect for fam. That's something
You
that
got to, bro. He from a whole nother. He's
a whole from country and
man.
culture. And he
Another
stepped
culture. I
up.
mean, that's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say.
Another culture.
Another
He
culture.
from a whole nother culture. But he stepped up and said that, baby. Man, that dude was a deviant. He did that 20 years ago and he's still doing it now. Man, it's certain crimes. You can listen to the crimes and tell. Like, a lot of people get false accused a lot. So you can be, you can get a sexual, you can be a sexual crime.
Outside. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, for peeing outside. And you can be a sex offender. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to a chick that was too young at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of ways that you can get caught up. But then there's some of these people that are just sexual deviants.
Yeah.
These sexual deviants, man, I'm talking about you predators. You know a predator, you can listen to the crime. You know if they did it now. You can look at that dude and tell he was kind of cruel. You hear me? Like, man, them people, man, I put it in the chat. I said it the other night on my live. I'm going to say it on your live. Certain sex crimes and these people who know, they did it 100% emphatically. Michigan, y'all death penalty closing, I think it was 1840 something. You know what I'm saying? I just looked it up. They took it off the table. 1849.
I don't think we had a death penalty.
It was taken up in 1849.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And so they did away with it. I live in the great state of Texas. They'll barbecue your ass. They'll put that needle in you. But if they don't put that needle on you, somebody's gonna put that
I don't
pistol on
play
you.
God, but in some cases,
man,
it's no helping these people.
Look, bro, I don't think violence is everything. I'm a grandpa now. I just told some youngsters last night at a party. I said, say, dog, the old me would have made me do some other thing, but I'm gonna tell you, the new me is gonna try to tell you what's right. But when it comes to sex crimes and kids, man, I have no understanding. I have to say, man, I'm talking about, man, I'm a sick, just like these, like y'all said, the system's sick. Cause, man, how you can take advantage of a baby and get 6 month probation, but you can go and shoot a gun on the highway and get 10 years.
10 years.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. Them crimes it don't make sense, bro. Like, you did something to a child, man. You tried to take that baby innocent. Man, that child is scarred for life. Man, bro, you need an overdose of bullets. Doctor need to write you ODU.
Some choices
write you 30 rounds. You know what I'm saying? FMJ, 147 grain. And something, you know what I'm saying?
It was.
Yeah, I'm like you, Bug, and you know my stance on certain things like this. You know I go to church and whatnot. But I can't put reality with God. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's not. I mean, I'm not trying to be, and that's what. And I'm gonna speak on Christians myself because I go to church. It's just something I've been doing since I was a kid. And people get so clouded with the Christian part and not, and they totally throw out the reality part of life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that irks me about Christians. Like, dude, it's not he can't be saved. Some people just can't be saved.
Hey, you know what this is for. I'm spiritual. I don't identify with religions. I'm spiritual. I got a relationship with the Almighty. God, and God done been there for me. I can't complain. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. But look, I'm gonna tell you this here, fam. Some of this Christianity, some of these ideologies, man, God was surrounded by murderers and killers.
All day long.
Saul, whose name became Paul, was a killer. He was surrounded by people that put in work. So, man, look, certain things, you just gotta be reality, man. The old days, man, they'll chop that thing off. Castrate these folks, man. You trying to put your thing in no little child, man, take it out.
Hey, that's what I said. I said you ain't gotta
take it out.
You gotta kill him. Go ahead and remove it. He'll be hunching for the rest of his life.
Like New York Outcast said, some things we're going to jail for an answer to God, not man. Oh God, I feel you, buddy. And like I said, look, man, I'm not a violent person.
So with this, I'll just say this then. If y'all not willing to, since we don't have the death penalty, and since he has a problem with women and young women and babies in general, well, we're just going ahead and give him a nip and tuck. Just go ahead and nip and tuck.
Yeah, go cut that tallow out.
You never gotta worry about him then.
Yeah, you cut that title out, gotta show it to him, put him in the jar. Let him come see it at the police station. Send him videos of that Joker every week. He should get a text from Department of Correction with their win. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Like show his win, bro. Show him his win and show it. You need to put it on thing. Like this what happened to you when you touch babies. But y'all, we so like I hate to use this as an example.
Hold on, my wife calling.
Sound important. But like I was saying, y'all, I hate to use this as an example. Man, Hugh Hefner was messing with kids all these years, man. They came for R. Kelly for messing with kids. Bro, it's a system. Now they came at them people. They came at R. Kelly and them and Diddy went to jail for hunching on grown folks.
Yeah.
But y'all think about all them old people, and y'all knew who I'm talking about. It was Presley. Was messing with kids.
Messing with kids, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's that other dude name, man? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I couldn't stand him. He used to be on Fox News. He got caught messing with them 16-year-old boys.
Oh yeah,
like, damn, I can't think of that dude. I couldn't stand that dude, bro.
He already had a little. Yeah, he was kind of
Yeah, man. Look, all them people. Look at the Epstein file. All them people that were hunching on babies. Who was it? But he loved married this 13-year-old cousin. Man, come on. But see, back then that was different. They said once they bleed, they was a woman. But the way I look at it, man, I got grandkids. I got 5, 6 granddaughters, man. You heard me? Mm-hmm. They're not grown until they 30. Exactly. But in reality, they grown at 21. You know what I'm saying? They grown at 21. As long as they finish high school and don't have kids to 21, I'm cool with it.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. But man,
we're gonna hit this one. You ain't in here with this one, boy. Let me see what you think about this one. This was in Florida. All right, let me play this one. This one was you talking about that one was devious. This really took the cake.
Welcome back. New developments in the case of a father convicted of trying to murder his newborn daughter. He told police he put antifreeze in the child's milk because he did not want to pay child support. A judge sentenced that father to 50 years in prison. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez is live in South Fulton, where she spoke to the lead detective in this case exclusively today. Taisha, this was a tough case for investigators, and I know for you as well to cover today.
It was tough for everybody. You know, many of the investigators, Karen, are parents themselves. You know, I'm a parent myself, so everyone has just been disgusted by this father's actions, especially because he appeared to have some remorse, confessed to police, but then took it back. Today, I had the privilege to talk to the child's mother. She's not ready to talk about the conviction just yet, but she did tell me the child is doing okay.
It hit home because it was an 18-year-old baby.
South Fulton Police Sergeant Serta Dickerson was the lead detective on this attempted murder case back in 2020. He said seeing this newborn poisoned by antifreeze was tough.
With our job, we have to really tap into 2 different places. We have to do our job. We also have to be empathetic with the parent. So it kind of hit home based off of us trying to figure out who done it and what the motives were.
It all started when Curtis Jack got his coworker pregnant. She told police Curtis tried to get her to terminate the pregnancy for the entire 9 months. Once she had the baby, she had to stay in the hospital. So she told the father to come pick up breast milk from her and take it to the baby at the grandmother's house. Curtis told police he put antifreeze in the milk because he didn't want to pay child support.
That could have killed that child.
Yes.
It didn't. But once Curtis was indicted and faced several charges, including attempted murder, he took back his confession. So detectives and the DA's office had to work even harder to make sure the case was solid and they got a conviction.
It's beyond just getting a confession. We still have to prove that the person actually committed the crime. I mean, you still have to prove that the person is guilty.
Detectives were so confused by the motive in this case because they said the father had a good paying job and the mother does too. I also want to mention this. Police say Curtis Jack was engaged to another woman at the time all this was happening, so that may have played a role in this attempted murder. We're live in the city of South Fulton. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
I'm going to say this, Thank God for the EPA for changing the recipe of antifreeze to where it don't just take you
I once
out.
put my Bet365 sign-up bonus on an 8-leg parlay. But I slayed that up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thank God that they changed the recipe.
Go ahead.
I said I thank God they changed the recipe.
Oh
When
yeah,
people,
that baby
they
would have jumped
realized
straight antifreeze.
over 20 years ago they changed the recipe because antifreeze was knocking you out, and now the way that these cars are, they're not steel blocks no more, they're aluminum, and the old antifreeze will eat them blocks up. So you know what I'm saying, they ain't copper radiators and stuff. There was a lot of aluminum. So they changed their recipe, and a couple of those chemicals they used to make people stiff, because you know back in the old days you used to put antifreeze on the gate and the dog come lick it because it was sweet. You know what I'm saying? The dog be stiff as a board in about an hour.
Drop them, it'll paralyze the nervous system.
I just thank God look after children and fools, and I thank God for covering that kid. And that boy, he don't need to be breathing. If you don't, you don't. Who?
Hey, you see, I was cussing earlier today, boy. That one pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Boy, I ain't even pissed off. It's just a simple fact, bro. You a special type of, but listen, you a special type of evil. But you know what? Other people do it all the time. We don't hear about it. They put their babies in microwaves and explode them, and dryers, washing machine. But we don't hear about it. But once we do something, we're gonna get front page. But that's South Fulton. So you know that's Georgia. They gonna make an example out you. They making sure you ain't gonna make it past it. Dude, life is gonna be miserable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Once they find your own child too,
Man, you can't do nothing to children, old folks, man. Man, they look, bro. They get like snitches can get a pass, but a child,
nah.
Oh yeah, cuz finna have a heart. He ain't gonna make 50. I say he ain't gonna make the first 5. Somebody gonna poke him up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't take him out. I hope they don't take him out. He need to be miserable, man. Because you didn't want the baby, you should have wrapped your talawak.
That's what I keep on saying.
Well, fucking rubber, man. God damn.
Technology has been a mug, and people don't take advantage of technology.
Bro, he could have cooked us some eggs with some Plan B in it. Plan B egg or something. Some grits, eggs, and Plan B. Like, it's all type of ways to play. Man, come on, bro. But you tried to whack the baby. Man, you was a special type of evil, boy. Whew.
Baby, has nothing to do.
Thank God y'all got that man out the street in the name of Jesus. Thank you. You heard me on a Sunday. Thank you, Heavenly Father, because that boy there, man. Oh my God.
But my thing is, if you and my problem with him is, if you knew you was gonna go out here and do something, wrap it up.
Why'd you in her role?
Why are you even hitting her? That's what I don't understand. Y'all got women can got condoms now. Men got condoms. Women got birth control. Women got IEDs. Man, you can cut. And no disrespect to any man, that if you don't want no more kids, you can go get a snip. Get your ball snip. You got so many ways to not get somebody pregnant. It's like, what are y'all out here doing? For a couple minutes of pleasure, now you got to deal with a kid for the rest of your life.
Skip.
That you don't even want. Obviously, you didn't want it.
Skip, it is not. Skip. It is up to you. Yes, you and the woman having sex, but it's on your part if you don't want children. Let me tell you what I tell a woman. I've been saying this for years. I don't give a damn about no baby. Just don't give me nothing that I didn't come with. Don't give me a gift that keep giving, because I got a saying. You catch slugs from oozes if I catch claps of cooties. I ain't gonna translate that for you. But I'm gonna say it one more time. You catch slugs from Uzis if I catch claps of cooties. So I came with clean meat. I want to leave with clean meat. This beef was clean. It was, yes, broccoli and cheese. You can eat this. You know what I'm saying? Like some lima beans, and you eat this. It's just that clean. It's good for you. Good for, but they say beans being good for her. The more you eat, the more you fart. This thing is good for you. You hear me? But nah. But it's your job. Look at him. He just looks slow. Bro, the clinic, if you don't want to buy no rubber, because ain't gonna lie, rubber's high as hell.
They are, but if you
$10.
But the crazy part is it ain't like he a bum. He's working. They tell that both.
They got good jobs. You got the resources. Bro, they got the clinic. The clinic give away rubbers.
Man. So you done attempted to murder this baby.
Bro, somebody need to poke kerosene down his throat and try to light it to see if it'll catch fire.
Dog, he need to drink some goddamn antifreeze. Since you get a whole bottle and you drink the hell out of it. Let's see what happened to you.
Man, this dude here's something else. Man,
what they say, eye for eye?
Man,
go ahead and drink that whole bottle. Go ahead and have a good time.
He's a creatively slow motherfucker. This nigga here. Man. Boy, nigga, you a sinister. Man, this dude, you can tell he been around some old school folks. man,
just to say, you know what? Antifreeze.
Bro, Skilly, you and your fathers. So we had Mimo. Man, we heard about them old sayings when Miss Patty got rid of Mr. John because she put the antifreeze and the Kool-Aid and got him up out of here. Yep. Boy, that boy went old school. Boy, this is pre-80s. This is 80s. The 90s, man. The 2000s, they changed their recipe, homie. You know what I'm saying, bro? You went old. I'm talking about this boy went back in the cabinet. Oh, man, I got so much I can say, man. We online. I'm going to be quiet. Damn, Skinner. Damn, man, you don't miss my son, though.
Two cases that I came across this week, and I said this. Yeah, I said, man, the father, the fact that he didn't want to pay child support, it really, I'm just like, what in the hell?
I think I was gonna do the show Wednesday on this subject Denise here gave me, but I think I'm gonna talk about Skilling. I want you to look it up on your. You can look it up. KSLA 12 in Shreveport. 8 kids was taken out. I think it was this morning, last night. 8 kids. 8 kids deceased. And 2, a woman and a man. I don't know if SPD took out the man. I just got brief what's called lightning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's in my mama neighborhood. It's in Cedar Grove. Yeah, man.
After mass shooting?
There ain't no mass shooting. It's just everything is a mass shooting now. Shit.
It's involved more than 2 people here.
Yeah, it's a mass shooting. That's over glamorization. But 8 people out of here, like, oh Lord, just God, y'all be safe out here. Like Skillet said, when I used to take my babies to the bus stop, I had that thing on me. And everybody's looking, man, you crazy. When you go to the bus stop with a pistol? Man, weird stuff happened at the bus stop. What I supposed to do? They come up with a pistol. I supposed to run up on them? Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I took because normally I walk during the summertime. So this lady was looking for a dog. I think it was a pit, and it came towards my children. So I told her, right. I almost shot the little motherfucker. He almost got one, but I was able to kick him away. But I really wasn't trying to, put one in him. So I was able to kind of kick him away and shoot him. But y'all people don't understand. If you ain't never walked your kids to the bus stop, there's so much shit that go on in the morning.
From prostitutes
walking around, you see kids walking. Man, it's amazing. When my son and my daughter was going to elementary, how many small children were walking themselves to school in elementary. I'm like, where's y'all parents at? Why is y'all walking to school? I'm getting mad. Like,
Skilling.
The hell?
My baby's 9-10. My daughter just turned 11 yesterday. I got 2 grandbabies I call them the trio, you know what I'm saying, 3 Musketeers, because my daughter was 10, my grandbaby Banana Man was 10, and Harmon the Dragon, she was 10, and all 3 of them go together. So you got an auntie and a brother and sister, you know what I'm saying, that hang together. Bro, I don't give a damn how old they is. I was holding their hand walking them. They was like, man, they too big. Man, I don't care. Papa, I'm too big for that. Say, bro, your Papa love you. So Papa finna watch you. I wouldn't. Then I got to the point I stopped going exactly to the bus stop, but I stand at the gate and watch them across the street. But I guarantee you, That's within 25 yards.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm efficient. And by law, 25 yards is efficient to use a handgun. So, but yeah. And if I see some new people walking up, I get a little closer. When I see something that, I know the neighborhood. So I know what's normal and what's not normal. When I see something not normal, Skillet, I'm vigilant. As you said, our situation awareness, man, we can feel it. Once we feel it, man, especially paranoid as me and you is, bro, look. But I'm up there because, like you said, you see Charleston White made a video some years back. This when he was doing the child advocacy. People don't remember this. This is probably like 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. Charleston White was watching them kids get on the bus and in the neighborhood, and the women was out there selling their bodies and drug dealers was out there. That boy went up to them folks, and that's what pissed a lot of people off in the hood, and told them, hey, what y'all not gonna do? Y'all not finna walk. Them kids is not finna see between school hours. I better not see nobody up here. I'm gonna put them police on y'all. They thought it was a joke. They put them laws on them folks.
And they should. You got it. It's a time and place for everything. With kids going to school, cut this shit out.
Bro, that's something I can say that in my neighborhood. I grew up in Allendale, bro. Like Allendale, Dale Street was bad in the 90s. Dale Street was hell. Dale and Austin. Shh. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that them dope dealers and everybody on that corner used to do, them old school dudes, Zeke, Cowboy, all them old cats, Tunk, all them old cats. When it was time for us to go to Booker T and Jez Clark and Ingersoll, when them kids walking through there, ain't no drugs were sold on that block when them kids walking up Austin Street to go to the hill to Ingersoll. But Booker T dropping out their bus and Jez Clark dropping out their bus, because high school used to get out 2:15. Middle school used to get out from 2:30, 2:45, and then elementary got out 3 o'clock. So they'll let the big kids out to go home to get the little kids. Now I come to Texas, they do it backwards. The little kids come home before the big kids. How you let the little kids out before that's anyway, I digress. But during school hours, used to be so many kids and the corner used to be so thick. But as a child, I can say going to school, when it was time to go to school, we didn't see no hand-to-hands. We didn't see none of it. We didn't have to worry about that because they had respect for the game. You're going to respect kids. And then there was certain kids, if you was good in sports or whatever, the streets going to protect you. The game members are, he play sport, man. Leave him alone. You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't no code no more. They done took, man, when it's like when women stop respecting their husbands and men, look what the world comes. This what you got. What we got is what we got, man. But to put antifreeze in a bottle, man, you just blew my mind for the whole day. Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you ruined my moment. You gave me a moment. Like, man, that's some. Say, man, you so.
I hate that. Because the biggest thing is this mother's going to have to sit down and ask. And the child going to ask, where's my father? So the conversation going to have to come. And how do you sit down and tell this child that your daddy didn't want you? And he went as far as.
He tried to get you up out of here. Say, man, that man try to get that baby gone. Man, look, he ain't trying to knock the mom out. That man said, oh, I got you. Oh, you want me to feed? I'm going to feed him. Let me give him a little. God, thank God was with that kid, bro, because that man is sick.
Dog.
Man, you a sick joker, bro.
Dog, the baby wasn't even on earth 3 weeks and you try to take this kid out. God.
Damn. Oh, Lord. Boy, we're going to have a conversation in this Bud Nation shit, man. We can't even talk about this right now, dog. Man. We got to talk about this later, dog. We can't, man. Oh, Lord, man.
Man. 18 days.
Damn, boy, you don't mess with my blood today, dog. I was good until shit, man. God damn. Bro.
Oh, my God.
Man, that's a hell of a thing. This nigga put
18 days old.
Antifreeze and a baby boy. Oh, if I was in the county with that nigga, he won't make it to court.
I'm the type of person, I don't even want him to go to jail. Let the streets deal with him.
Nah, fuck that. He need to be in jail because jail, you can't run. It's a routine.
Yeah.
And some people know their routine better than others. Oh, he gonna get was, oh Lord Jesus. Hey dog. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, he done ruined me for the day.
My bad, cuz. It's just
No, man, that's just something you need to hear because I keep forgetting it. I be thinking, like you said, you stay in good neighborhood, man. You think it's all hunky dory.
yeah. My wife thought it was hunky dory till she looked around. She said, "Let me look." She said, "We got so many predators. I mean, sexual offenders around us." I said, "Wait, where they got? They got to live somewhere. People forget they got to live somewhere."
I lived in Irving. I thought I had a lot in Irving. Boy.
Man.
I just say this North Dallas area between Park Lane and Fitzhugh. Anybody know 75 Fitzhugh and Park Lane? On the right side, we ain't even going to the left side on the Park City side. We just gonna go to the right side, Dallas side. You go on this thing, Texas got this thing for sex offenders in your neighborhood, registered sex offenders. When you see all them goddamn red dots, you like it's the measles on the map. You like, what the? Bro,
oh, man.
Bro, carnal knowledge of a juvenile, sexual assault on a child under 5 years old. You be like, man, what the hell?
Sick.
Skinny. Bro, when you see that map, I know your wife. I tell people, man, look at that map when you move anywhere.
Yeah.
Know what you're getting yourself into. You thinking you're getting away from it, you going right to it.
Right to it. And that's the reason why when I don't care where I'm at. It's going like you said, boy. It's gonna be at least bare minimum 10. That's 10. The bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum 10. And that's just been that's being generous on the low end.
Right.
Cause dog, I'm serious, bro. Man, my baby mama had put me on this like 20 years ago. We were standing in the Grove. And so I'm standing in the Grove. That's Pleasant Grove in Dallas. We were standing in the Grove. Bro, we had just got the computer. Man, she pulled that stuff up. And then this back when, in Dallas, you got to send that card out in the mail. And then everybody know you're a sex offender when you move it.
Right. When you move, you got to send that card. Yeah. No matter where you move, you got to send. If you move within a year, you got to let them know where you moved at.
Mm-hmm. And you send it out to the neighborhood. We'll get out a damn card. I was like, God. Bro, I was standing out Ferguson and Dallas. And the apartment called Claremont. Bro, I remember one month, man, we got 14 cards.
Man.
Just for our apartments.
Man.
I was like, man, what the? Bro, man, we was at the time, all the G's at the time about it. And so, I was on dumb time back then. And so, man, we talked about it. So we used to catch them. Until anything happened to the child right now, we used to show them, what was going to happen. But you get one warning for destruction.
Right. Right. We watching you. Please believe it.
Now, I made it my business to watch. I made it my business. And the man that was a male, because our males ain't mean. That if you was a man, hey, man, look. Anything happened around here, and it was around neighborhood. See, everybody knew us, you know what I'm saying? I was in 7919 apartment D. I ain't gonna tell you what the D stood for, but you know what I'm saying? But that was my apartment number. Mm-hmm. But everybody in the apartments knew who the fuck I was, you hear me? Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, me and my crew, we used to be about 20 deep every day, 20 deep. Dog, we used to press up on some stuff, man. Because we had small kids, back then. My daughter was young then.
Yeah.
My daughter 2-3 years old. And I used to my baby loved to go outside and ride her bike and run and scar knees up. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Man, that's why it ain't, man, that's the difference between neighborhood and community.
Yeah. Communities
come together.
Oh, yeah.
Communities talk. Everybody in our apartment, certain people in our apartment, we had our phone numbers. We used to call each other.
Yeah.
But now?
Ain't no community.
Mm-mm. You got them, but hey, you got to be in car neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, they got their own what is it? Watchtower, whatever.
Neighborhood watch or something like that. Well, that's what it used to be called, neighborhood watch.
Nah, but I'm talking about the stuff that car them got going on in their neighborhood.
Oh, you talking about Cause he in the damn, he not, what does they call that?
They call themselves some night guard or something.
Yeah.
But you know
But
what I'm talking about.
he in the HSO, ain't he?
HSO.
Yeah.
But I'm saying how Carl neighborhood is. How the men that got guns got everybody phone them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
If anything happen to neighborhood, the neighbor's gonna react before the sheriff get there.
The sheriff does, yeah.
Yeah, before Tarrant County Sheriff get out there, shit, Carter done dealt with it. They have monthly drill meetings and everything else. See, that's a community.
That's community, yeah.
That's community.
Well, y'all, we done hit almost 2 minutes. I want to thank Integrity Firearms for coming on, man. That's my partner. He been rocking with me for a long, long time. Of course, y'all already know Bug Nation. You already know my.
I already know what it is. Bro. That's my little bro.
Tackleberry Bug. Y'all already know how me and him get down. So
already
my partner.
Shout out to everybody, Shannon, you and Jason, everybody, Joe Bar that was in the chat earlier. I don't know if y'all still on. You know what I'm saying? We can see when you've been there, but we don't know if you're still there. But shout out to everybody. I said hey, everybody in the chat. But man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Integrity. Shout out to New York. Outcast, man. He was very verbal. You know what I'm saying? And make everybody have a blessed day. And if y'all want to have kids, wear a damn rubber.
Exactly.
These cost $40.
Tired of y'all. Women too, men and women. I'm tired of y'all.
Stop being reckless with your vagina. Stop having reckless twat and reckless cock. You hear me?
Right.
Man, wrap that baby up. Listen, if you can't afford a rubber, man, trust me. I'm speaking for a friend. Bread bags will work. They used to anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
first of all, y'all spend money on bullshit. That we ain't even gonna. No, hell no, we ain't getting our house. You want to hear that no more?
Hey, get you a sandwich bag.
Hey, do something. Hey, my suggestion to you, so it won't feel so bad. Get you some baby oil and put it in that plastic bag.
You put that sandwich bag, yeah. Sprinkle it up a couple times.
Hey, let me tell y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all how creative I was. And my goddaughter, she's so funny. She to this day, we laugh about it. But my wife and her mother was going to work. My wife forgot to give me the money to get her some Pampers. So mind y'all, I draw. So I've been drawing since I was a kid. Well, she done shitted on herself. So my thing is, I can't let her walk around with shit on her ass all day. Right. So I got me a garbage bag and a couple towels and wrapped her ass up with some duct tape. Man, they got home. She was like, "What you done to my baby?" I said, "Y'all ain't give me no goddamn own money. So what am I supposed to do? Let her walk around with her ass out?" I said, "No." So the best thing I could come up with was some towels in the trash bag. Man, to this day, me and her was talking the other day. We was on the phone about 45 minutes. She was like, "Well, yeah, I told them to get me away from you." I said, "Baby," I said, "let me tell you something. You want to walk around me smelling like boo-boo all day. That's just not going to happen." And I said, the fact your mother, your godmother didn't give me the money, I had to do what I had to do, sweetheart. She started laughing. I said, "Man, you got to do what you got to do, man. And I don't play that." Hey.
Look, at least you tried. Because listen, I'm going to say you something. Anybody in my family know newborn babies, I don't touch them because I feel like I'm going to break them. You feel me? Because I'm rough. And I'm rough by instinct. It ain't just I'm just being rough with the child. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'll be rough and I'm scared I'm gonna hurt the kid. But I'm gonna tell you something. Other people's kids, even my granddaughters. Mika can attest to this. My granddaughter, I don't change little girls.
Nope, I can't do that.
I don't change little girls. I don't give a damn. Listen, I got grandkids, y'all. I got grandkids. I didn't change my granddaughters. My daughter used to think something was wrong with me. I said, no.
No, I just gonna change them. Now, my wife at work or something with my daughter. Now, if there's a woman around, her auntie or her grandmother, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it's a woman, but that's the point. Yeah. Now you see where I'm going with this, Skilly. A woman can change. A woman gonna change
the wife a lot better than I do.
I don't change the girls. And I'm gonna tell you why. Can you hear me, Skilly?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Skilly.
Yeah.
Damn.
You go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
Damn.
Go ahead, Bug. I can hear you. Let me type this in.
Can you hear me, Skilly?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Yeah. Hold on.
Can you hear me, Skilly? Skilly.
Yeah, look. Hold on.
Oh, now that was me. Somebody called. You know, they cut
okay.
mic off, and you got to go out and come back in. What up, White Rambo? But what I'm gonna say, Skilly, I let women change my grandbabies unless it ain't nobody there. Now, if it ain't nobody there, and I wake up and I got Ivy or somebody in the house, and I'm not gonna let her. What? Oh God, that is one of my pet peeves. I be damned if I let a child walk around with poop on them, poop and piss. I can't stand. Oh man, God, this pissed me off just thinking about it. When I see a baby with a damn diaper hanging, and it look like gelatin, and it turns to gelatin. Oh man, and I can smell that pee. Boy, Lord, that bothers me. If I start smelling the pee, I'm going to get a warm towel up and a wipe off. Wipe off real good, bro. If she got diaper wash, I'm putting out the Destin, getting the Q-tip, putting the Destin on, up in the cleaner and put up. But only way I'm gonna change my baby diaper if it ain't a woman around.
Yeah,
I have to. Do you hear me? I have to because I'm not gonna let them be just nasty. Or this what I do to stop and change them, bro. I will go get all the toys that they love and turn on that bath water and then keep that water warm until somebody get there. I've done this, because I've done this. But now, man,
and y'all, it's nothing wrong with us as men wanting to be that way. Because I was the same thing with my daughter. I was real, and a lot of even with my wife's nieces, because they were small when I met my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big component of I'm not changing your niece's pampers. I'm not doing it. So make sure somebody around to be able to change her pamper. And we used to have over our house all the time. All the kids used to love, and they still to this day love to come over our house. And we always had a house full of kids when we was even youngsters when we first got together. And so I was just a big component of I take care of the boys, you take care of the girls.
Take care of the girls. Hey, listen, on God, that was me. The girls go with you. Man, Mika used to be, I'm gonna go to the store, take your kids with you. I'm not taking you. Take your kids with you. Get them up out of here. I don't want to be here with them. Because I hate chatty little girls. See, my daughter ruined it for everybody. Man, Moni, when she was going to cheerleading practice, I had them in the car, and she had like 5 other friends. I had a big Lincoln. I had a big old Lincoln with blue and silver, bad-ass, clean little thing. Man, I got about 6 little girls in the back seat. You know, that Lincoln, 91 Lincoln, big Lincoln. That's a big old car.
Yep. I'm
rolling this big ship. The little girl back there in that back, and they talking about the dumbest shit on earth that irritate my spirit. Girl talk, little girl chatter, and teenage girl chatter is worse than little girl chatter. So this little girl chatter, man, I'm about to die driving this car So I don't like to be around little girls because little girls argue about the dumbest stuff. Oh my God, they argue about stupid stuff, and I'd be like, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. Take them girls with you, leave these boys. Come on, Banana Man, look at on GTA. I'm gonna watch you cuss. Hey, listen, you can cuss, you can't cuss too hard now. Because don't let them talk crazy. See, I had to teach my baby, man. He used to get bullied online. And I had to teach him, hey man, you on GTA, you on these games, man, I gotta teach you how to cuss. If you're gonna cuss right. Man, but that man used to be on the flash. I used to record him, bro. I sit up and record him. That boy used to flash. He ain't got time. He was like, pop up a thing. I said, so you just gonna cry? And then you can hear him, oh, he crying. Boy, when that boy broke bad. Oh, man. The words that come out of his mouth. I said, ooh, here's Papa. Papa taught you well. I don't condone stupidness, but you don't let nobody talk to you crazy. You got to know how to talk crazy. But he talk crazy. But man, I love them boys. Them girls is 2 reasons why I don't want. I try not to change no girls. 1, I don't want the stigma of the accusation.
Exactly. That's my big.
And I'm just being honest with you, man, because family members do it faster than anybody.
Yep.
The stigma of just the accusation.
Yeah, yeah.
And for 2, I'm too damn rough.
Yeah.
I wipe my baby. My baby said, ow! It hurt, Papa. I said, my bad, baby. That's all shit. Hey, look, I called mama quick. Look, Moni, look. What happened to I said, Papa, he wiping her. Oh, it hurt, Papa. I was like, oh shit. I said, look, I wiped it too hard. Man, you know what?
Hey, but the fact that boo boo on you like it is, you trying to
that's
about 1 or 2 wipes.
Body.
Man, I ain't trying to go over your butt about 5, 6 times trying to get boo boo off your butt. I don't think I
know
like press and wipe, as they say.
Bro, listen. Bro, I use like 15. Look, I done used so many, and then I'm talking about it ain't, you know how you supposed to wipe, and the more you wipe, the less autograph. Bro, I'm getting paste. Bro, I had like 15 of them. Next thing you know, now this on my bed. So the baby wipe is wet. And they on my bed. Now the sin is in the bed. Oh, now I got to wash the sheets in the coat. I was like, oh, hell no. So I went and got a towel. I wiped, man, that baby said, ow! I said, I got to get this shit out of you. No, Papa, I hurt. I said, my bad, baby. Come here, go get the bathtub. Just go sit. We're going to let you know. She looking at me. She looking at me mugging. She mad the mug that got the bathtub. So ah, it burned. I said, say, you want to get wiped by the burn? She sat her ass down in that tub. He looked down at Mika deal with this shit. I said, Mika, what you do to my baby? I said, man, look, I think I wiped too hard. She was like, man, you don't got to do all that. I said, man, look, I wipe myself hard. Just go on. I'm rough shit. I don't have just. My genitalia is not like that. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can wipe this mug hard as I want. You know what I'm saying? I've been yanking this bitch for years.
Right.
I got extensive knowledge on wiping this mug, right? I'm childish, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Bug, I lied right there. But, man, dog, like, that's it, though. Because I seen people set people up. I seen so much. I done seen so much that you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
And so Skilling, if I don't clean your daughter, I don't got to worry about the accusation.
Yeah.
Because what if I wipe wrong?
Yep. And then
you see it later and they get irritated.
Yeah.
Man, I don't got time for that.
No, so don't.
I ain't got time for that, cuz. And I hate to see it. I'm just being real. I'm being what a lot of people won't be. I'm being real about it.
Won't say it. I mean, you
know. Say it. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't do it.
We done talked on the phone many times outside this YouTube world, and you know what I'm saying. And then we are in touch with reality, and a lot of people it's not. You know, they're faking it, and when you get to faking it, and then when stuff come up, then everybody's surprised. No, I'm not surprised.
Me neither. Don't have a slight surprise.
You know what I'm saying?
Not one. Know what time it is. Not a fool though. You heard me?
Yeah,
I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool. I am not a fool. You feel me? So, with that being said, dog, I'm smart enough to know better. You know better, you'll do better. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that I have to fight accusations.
Yeah, that's it. And y'all, man, if you got anybody, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, in this age of time, I don't think nobody under the age of 18, as far as a female, is concerned going to a bus stop by herself in the United States. And I'm gonna be 100 with you. I just don't think if you got a uncle that's nearby, if she got a cousin that's nearby, have a male walk with her until she gets on that bus. It's just that simple. Unfortunately, it's that simple. You cannot trust people around. It's even the males. They're snatching the males off. You know what I'm saying? Males and females. It's just you just got to have somebody. And I encourage you if you are a concealed carrier and you got a niece or a nephew that's near you and they're walking to the bus stop, I encourage you to get up and get to that bus stop with them. With your piece on the side.
Hey, give them some goddamn mace.
Mace,
or give them a stun gun, a black powder revolver. Well, not if they're going to school, but teach them how to fight.
Yeah, that too. Kick and punch. I tell my daughters all the time. You don't let nobody come and get you. I mean, snatch you up. You kick, you bite, you do whatever you got to do. Scream, holler. I said kick. I've been telling my kids since they were young, especially my daughter. You kick them in the balls, or you hit them right in the good spot.
Oh God. hey, boy, you ain't said nothing wrong. Skilly, you ain't said nothing wrong, dog. Like, boy, you better beat them balls up. Hey, make his life miserable.
Right.
He need to know it's consequences. You ain't gonna enjoy it, goddamn it. I tell you that much. You will not enjoy this. This will hurt you. This is not gonna feel good. Because man, do what you gotta do, bro. Because man, these people, bro.
And let me tell you something. The first thing he gonna do is bend down and grab his balls, and his stomach gonna start hurting.
Then you hit him in the damn throat.
Hey, I'm telling you this from experience, from an accident, just playing around with my wife. She done nicked me, and she ain't even kicked me, but she done nicked me. She ain't even hit me. She done nicked me in my stuff. I'm like, oh, girl.
Hey, look, he hit the tip. He hit the tip. Oh, so my boy, somebody bring you that. Look, Skinner, you done had a flashback. You done been down. Oh, I feel it.
Man, I'm bent down. Like, oh, she's like, what's wrong with you? I said, girl, you got my stomach hurt. Like, what the hell wrong with you? My bad. I ain't mean to do that. To me, it seemed like you did.
Yeah, this seems premeditated. Boy, this seems premeditated. Look, I'm telling you, say, Skinner, I know what you're saying, dog. I get it. The Buckmeister understand. If nobody understand, the Buckmeister understand. Because, hey, boy, my grandbaby, Rain gave me a punch one day, boy. I swear.
You almost forgot she was your granddaughter, didn't you?
Man, what? Rain with the fuck. I was like, oh. She said, what wrong, Papa? Get away from me. Don't talk to me. Lee Rain. But what's wrong? You okay? No. You hurt your Papa.
Well, your eyes get the watering, boy.
Boy, look, she tried to do it again. Girl, if you don't get your ass away from me, I'll cuss that baby out. Girl, get your ass away from me. I'm over there crying. Me get them laughing in the living room. They laughing. That was not funny, man. I was tore up for about 30 minutes. She put me down. Man, she hit a trifecta. She hit the tip and both balls. Wow. And then it was a sharp little fuck. And I was man, she put some babies in my stomach, boy. I was God. I said today, I listen, I'm feeling it now just thinking about it, talking about it. Motherfucking Rain. My goddamn grandbaby did me dirty, man.
Oh, man. Man, I enjoyed you guys, man. We definitely had a good talk today, man. Thank you, boy, for stopping through, bro.
All right, man. Always, once I see support, I got you, dog.
Love you, brother.
Hey, love you too, man. Y'all be easy, man. Everybody, if nobody told you today, God love you. And if no man told you, man, I love you. And you need somebody to talk to, Tuckerberry Bug on our social media platform, man, just hit me. I'll holler at you.
All right, y'all, we gone now, man. NBA playoffs, man. I'm gonna go and put Detroit in there, coming out the East.
No. Detroit, what? The Pistons, or are you talking about the Lions?
No, we number one. We playing. Who we playing first? We playing. They just won last night too. Who the hell was we playing? They won Saturday.
Who? Wait a minute. You talking about the Pistons? Basketball or football?
Basketball.
Oh, I was going to say, the Pistons. Man, fuck Detroit Pistons. Man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, North Louisiana don't have a basketball team, but I do live Dallas County, and I am not a Mavericks fan. I'm sorry to say it. Now, their colors are clean because they jerseys, you got some clean shoes. They got J's and shit to go with them.
Yeah.
You can be fly, but I'm really not a basketball. Listen, San Antonio Spurs was my last team. That's when they won their last championship. And that was probably like 15 years ago. Yeah. I fooled with the Spurs, but basketball, I don't got no basketball team because I hate it.
Either.
I don't like LeBron.
I think it's football, though.
Yeah, I don't even like football. After Colin Kaepernick situation, and Jerry Jones said, my boys won't need
it. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I was done with football then. I was done. I was just over it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really when Brady retired. After Brady retired, I was really, because, Patriots was my team. Yeah. And then I heard he coming back, but fuck him too. I don't have no basketball team, though. I never, like I said, San Antonio Spurs, my last team. That's when they won the championship.
Celtics was my last team with because I used to love Ray Allen. So Ray Allen, when he linked up with Paul Pierce and
Pierce, they that was a dynamic duo right there. But I'm gonna tell you what made me stop liking basketball. If y'all don't remember when LeBron came into the league and Kobe pressed LeBron and slapped the the court and called him out one-on-one, and LeBron passed the ball.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Man, I stopped watching basketball then because everybody think LeBron's so great. He good for this time, but he not the same caliber of player as Jordan and Pippen them was, and Kobe when Kobe came into the league, because that was a different league.
Yeah, that league.
This little weak ass league, this weak soft ass league.
Yeah,
Look, the football soft right now. Football ain't the same as it was in the 90s when Mike Irvin them had to snort cocaine to get by. You know what I'm saying? They were doing them drugs to get by. They weren't doing them drugs to get high.
No.
They just got high. But them boys were hurt. Because, man, the football was dangerous back then.
Oh, it was terrible back then. It was
the same league. When he came in, the league had started getting soft, and these people realized they got these $1 million players, so they're not going to jeopardize these $1 million players.
Money.
They ain't going to jeopardize their money, so they're going to protect them. That's why football, you can't even rough the passer. Everything.
Oh my God, these quarterbacks are getting protected like I be like some of the roughing the passer calls. I be like, man, come on, dude.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these calls, gay. And you be like, man, what? Like, man, I stopped watching it, bro. I can't indulge in arena sports. You hear me say that all the time, because that's all it is, distraction. Arena sport. While you worried about this damn football game that ain't gonna pay you nothing, you spend all this money buying this memorabilia. Going to these high ass games because to get good seats, you're gonna spend them there $1,000, especially at the Cowboys. That Cowboys shit, everything getting up $30. No, look, bro, I could be getting to the money and still trying to spend this money. I watch on TV. Now you're a good conversation piece when people around, but for the most part, man, fuck all that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm up out of here, man.
I'm up out of here too. All right, well, I'll hit you later. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, be safe, man. That's another Bulletproof Sunday live talk, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'll hopefully catch y'all next Sunday. But I don't know because I will be going back and doing some work next weekend. So I don't know if I'm gonna be back on next weekend. But if I do, I would definitely let you guys know, man. Y'all be safe. Man, if you got anybody that's 18 and under that's catching buses out here, man, please, if they got an older cousin, if they got a uncle, some male presence while they're at the bus stop, please. And man, it ain't all about money, but it's all about sometimes protecting what's yours. And what I mean by what's yours, that's family, friends, the ones that's important to you. Because once they're gone, you can't get them back. And so that's the reason why I personally decided to take the evening shift over the morning shift, because I want to make sure that I see them get on that bus and I know that they got on that bus. And if anything happened, like I told both of my kids, you pick up that phone, you dial my number, and you just keep it on and throw it back in your book bag, I can find your location. I'm not worried about that. You just give me a call, let me know what's going on, and I can kind of hear what's going on, and I can get to you because I already got both of my kids' locations on my phone. So it ain't nothing to kind of hit your location, figure out where you at. So in that case, just put your phone on, throw it in the book bag, and don't say nothing. And it'll automatically. I'm already tracking y'all anyway, but it'll track y'all while it's in your book bag. So just. Man, with the 17, 16-year-old getting kidnapped by gunpoint here in Michigan this week, it's a hard reminder that, 17, 18 and on down, children are not safe. And that's why I say if you got a cousin that live near you, you got an uncle that live near you, man, uncles, cousins, man, let's walk these children to the bus stop, male or female, don't really matter. Get off your butt if you really care about them and get them and make sure they get on that bus and make sure they get to school, because this situation could have ended a lot worse. But thank God for somebody seeing that young lady getting snatched off that bus stop, from them letting the bus driver know that the kid has been snatched by somebody, from her calling police, from the police getting to the school, checking several of her friends' phones for her location, and end up catching him at the gas station, where the clerk kind of put himself between the kidnapper and the young lady and kind of put his own life in jeopardy. And from there, him coming out the gas station ended up getting arrested. And that all worked because of a community of people. Whether they knew each other or did know each other, it still was a community that worked together, not knowing that they worked together in order to get this girl back home safe. And so, y'all, if you have anybody that's elementary to high school, that's walking to school or waiting to catch a bus, it's got to be somebody in the family that can get them to the school or get them on that bus without anything like this happening to your loved ones. If you really care about them, like people always say, I care about you. Well, sometimes caring about somebody means you need to put your words into action. And so sometimes you might have to walk your little cousin to the bus stop. You might have to walk your little cousin to the school in order to make sure that they got in safe. And that's the biggest thing. You cannot get time back from time that's been lost. And so the reason why I say that is because her situation could have ended a lot worse. She could have got back in that car and never got seen again. But because of that clerk and his ability to pay attention to the young lady, and the young lady signaling to him that she was in danger, ultimately got her home safe. Be aware, pay attention with maybe try to learn how to lip read, or maybe learn how to maybe get to know what type of signs you need to know in people getting kidnapped. And so with that being said, man, y'all just be safe, man. Look out to your loved ones, because you don't get that time back, And human trafficking is a very realistic thing. It's real out here. Children are getting abducted and being used as human trafficking. And so if you are able, you're a male in the family, if you're able to get them kids to school or be able to get them kids on that bus without any incident, man, it ain't always got to be about money. Just because when they're gone or when somebody takes them, then you regret your decision not to get them where they need to go. And so I'm just saying, I love my children enough to get my butt up and get them to the bus stop. I'm not saying you don't love yours, but sometimes you got to do some things you don't want to do. Do I want to get up and take my kids to the bus stop? No, I just got off work that night and I maybe get to bed about 1 o'clock. And so, but because I love them, I'm willing to make that sacrifice to make sure I know that they got on that bus safe and sound. Now, them getting to school, that's a whole nother different thing. I usually kind of check on their location as they're getting to the schools, where I know exactly once I see them in their school or I see the location stop right there at the front door, when I know they're somewhere near the school, and I'm pretty much okay with that. And so, man, y'all be safe, man. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. God bless each and every one of you.